Welcome back. President of the Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania, Mzwanele Nyontsho, is taking the party's campaign to Mogalakwena in Limpopo. The party will launch its manifesto in that province. The PAC says land is still a priority that it will seek to address should it ascend into power after the local government elections. In the past, the party has been experiencing leadership squabbles, but as we've had reporting in the past, they said they managed to sort that out. Let's get the reality on the ground. The state of play. Katlego Nyoni is live for us there. Sir, thank you very much indeed for your time. What is the PAC saying in terms of how they can better the lives of the community that they are in?
Good morning, Blaine. Yes, indeed, the Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania is hopeful that its message for the elections will resonate with the masses here in Mogalakwena. Party President Mzwanele Nyontsho is on the campaign trail here today at the Mokopane Tribal Authority, where they're trying to woo votes and mainly convince them of their policies. We've seen the party conducting manifesto launches throughout the country recently. Today, they are accelerating that specific campaign. Now, the PAC has continuously reiterated that should it be elected into power, it will promote its policy towards the repossession of land. Today here in Limpopo, they're hoping to still promote that message and ideology to the masses. With us today, Blaine, is the provincial chairperson of the PAC, Pitso, Mphasha. Pitso, thank you very much for your time today. Why Mogalakwena? Why the provincial launch of the manifesto in Mogalakwena, first of all?
Thank you. Let me firstly greet you. Let us indicate that as the PAC in the province, we chose to launch the manifesto in this municipality, Mogalakwena, precisely because this municipality has been in crisis all over the news for corruption, for poor service delivery, for everything bad the municipality has been involved in. And we must indicate that our involvement here in Mogalakwena is to encourage, to communicate the message of hope to the African people here to go to this election and do an investment and invest in their vote so that they can live a better life, a healthy life.
Are you not worried, not only with the internal challenges, the lingering party squabbles affecting PAC? Now you've mentioned that Mogalakwena has also faced challenges. We've seen corruption-related charges targeted towards some of the leaders here in Mogalakwena. Now, are you not worried and concerned that maybe that will deter your goals to try and gain support base of some sort in the Mogalakwena municipality?
Let me firstly correct that the PAC is no longer involved in internal issues. Those are historic things. And the PAC is united. The PAC goes to this election as united force under the president of Teenage Nyontsho, Mzwanele Nyontsho. But to answer your question, we must indicate that since the previous years, we have been working closely with Mogalakwena forums. Our leaders have been deployed in several community structures. We have got Mokopane tax team, which has been leading issues of development around Mogalakwena. Those are our cadres. Those are the cadres who are contesting under the PAC. Those are the category members of the PAC. We have been advancing the cause of the African. We have been championing the cause of the African people here in Mogalakwena. So we are confident that, in fact, we are just here to consolidate support. In this ward, we are certainly going to win this ward. And it's also led by comrades in the MTT structures. So the PAC is going to do well in this Mogalakwena. That is why we chose here, because of the collective work we have been doing as the leadership of the PAC in the province and also the collective leadership in Mogalakwena sub-region.
Now, let us go back to what you were saying, answering that question, that the issue of internal squabbles is a thing of the past. Now, a court declared Mr. Mzwanele Nyontsho recently, a few months ago, if I'm not mistaken. How is that in the past when we've seen Nereus Moloto with the other faction vehemently opposing and challenging that court decision to declare Mr. Nyontsho as the leader of the PAC?
Well, We can't be speaking about Moloto at this time. Ours is about election. We must say our internal issues are things of the past. Moloto is no longer in the PAC. Moloto is just a distraction that is being planted.
But they are vehemently protesting that Mr. Nyontsho is not the legitimate leader or president of the PAC, and you're saying that this happened, these matters are now in the past. I'd beg to differ with it.
Well, remember now, we're speaking about the person who's speaking outside the leadership structures. So if then you are engaging in your own programs outside the leadership structures, then you are no longer, not even in the leadership structures, but outside the structures of the PAC. We are you can't then say the PAC is fighting. Just imagine now when you can take a former member of the ANC and you start creating, manufacturing things and say the ANC is fighting. So although we know they are fighting, but you can't then take a former member and start creating things that people are fighting. We are not fighting. That is why the PAC is here in majority to launch the manifesto as a united force. We can see the president of the PAC has just alive, Mzwanele Nyontsho, who's leading these particular campaigns, and we are doing well. Any bad publicity that is aimed at discrediting the PAC will not necessarily deter the PAC, because we know we are very united and we are going to prove our enemies wrong, because the PAC is going to do. And one thing that we must also say is that our target in these municipalities is to get 2,000 votes. We are going to have seats in all the municipalities that we are contesting.
Just as we wrap up this interview, how can the people of Mogalakwena trust the PAC when they have not seen in townships like Mahoreng services reach them, basic services? How can the people of Mogalakwena and elsewhere where the PAC is campaigning trust and believe that you will bring about a change to their day-to-day lives, especially with your message of land repossession?
Well, to the people of Mogalakwena, we are saying our campaign is about repossession of land. We know land is economy, land is wealth, and to provide services, to provide water, you need economy. To provide sanitation, we need resources. And where is these resources coming from? They are coming from the land. So this is the time that people do their investment and invest their vote. Because when you have the land, you can be able to provide these services. But lastly, as I conclude, let me say that Mogalakwena in 2011, when the PAC had representatives in the council, was doing well because the PAC rep was adding value in the council. But after the PAC was no longer in council, you can see all these bad things happening in the council because the quality is no longer there. So that is what we are going to add. We are coming, the PAC is going to repossess the land, it's going to create jobs, it's going to provide services. So to the people of Mogalakwena, be rest assured, you are safe with the PAC. Go and make an investment.
Thank you very much, sir, this morning. Blaine, that is the provincial chairperson of the PAC. He's just pointed out to us that the president of this party, Mr. Mzwanele Nyontsho, has just arrived at the Mokopane Tribal Authority Center, where he is expected to address the masses here who are coming here to listen, mainly, Blaine, to the election manifesto of the party. We know that in previous elections, the performance of PAC has been dismal. According to election data, their poor performance has been consistent dating back to the 1994 election. However, the party remains resolute and that they believe their message will resonate with the masses in Mogalakwena and elsewhere.
Yeah, look, the political gains of the past is well documented with regards to this party. I think the focus now shifts to what they can do at present time at a local government elections. Thank you very much indeed, sir, for your reporting. Katlego and Nyoni, they're live for us.